that Uganda has got all it takes to make it.
Addressing the investors in Abu Dhabi, President Yoweri Museveni described Uganda and the African continent as a gold mine with many untapped business and investment opportunities that he encouraged the United Arab Emirates investors to take advantage of.
So I'm not happy with the way they talk to you. It's good I have come and talk to you myself because they should tell you that this is a huge gold mine, and we are just at the entrance of the gold mine.
President Museveni further told the Business Forum that it was wise for any business-minded person to invest in Uganda because of its large market of 43 million people and the East African market of 300 million people.
So the economy they are telling you about is that we had, I think, a number of steps. Step number one was minimum recovery. Minimum recovery for the enclave economy. Then number two, expand it. But number three, diversify. Number four, also transform. Transform in two efforts. Number one, add value. Add value to, don't just continue with the raw materials. Create an economy which is integrated.
President Museveni added that government is committed and is on track to further ease the ways of doing business in the country by lowering the cost of transport through the construction of standard gauge railway, bettering the road network and the water transport.
We, on the political level, we have moved. First of all, I'm trying to tell them, please don't delay the private sector. Don't waste time with the feasibility studies, with what, because the private sector is responsible for his own analysis.
He further said that the government was working on lowering the cost of industrial energy tariffs by getting as many sources of energy as possible and also lowering down the cost of borrowing.
We have achieved the minimum recovery. We have expanded the small economy. We have diversified it. We are also bringing in new type of economy. And this is where we want you people to come in and help us and contribute.
Uganda's envoy to the United Arab Emirates, Ambassador Zakechi Bedi, hailed the president for initiating the UAE-Uganda Presidential Initiative Roundtable Forum, noting that since its invasion, the remittances of Ugandans working in the UAE has jumped from $50 million in 2018 to $1.5 billion to date, while foreign direct investment rose from $600 million to $1.5 US.
But Uganda has found oil and gas and is going to produce 230,000 barrels a day. It's probably the best onshore project today in the world. Very, very low cost to find, but the opportunities that are going to come with it, both the direct, the indirect, and the induced opportunities are huge. It's a $15 billion investment. It is going to create jobs, and for almost all of you who stood up to speak here, there is a way you will connect the oil and gas.
The Investment Roundtable Summit was among others attended by the Finance Minister, Matia Kasaija, Energy Minister Ruth Nankabirwa, Agriculture Minister Honorable Frank Tumwebaze, Foreign Affairs Minister for State Okello Oryem, and the Investment Minister Evelyn Anite.
Uganda is a country that once you're visited, then you don't want to leave Uganda. I must warn you this. So if you intend to come to Uganda, you'll visit Uganda and never leave Uganda. The opportunities, whether it be as a tourist, be as investors, in any form of a residence, is so attractive.
Let's focus on eliminating corruption out of our system. Let's give free land, which is an incentive that is given nowhere but in Uganda for development. Let the people bring money in Uganda, and we transform and build Uganda and build the private sector. Your Excellency, today we talk about us being among the top 10 best investment destinations in Africa.
On the sidelines of the investment forum, President Museveni met a number of investors that are interested in investing in Uganda in the areas of energy, agro-processing, tourism and hospitality, real estate, aviation, banking, mining, health and education sectors.
By 1969, that is 7 years after independence, the part of the population which were in the 3 C's and 3 T's, in the money economy, were only 4%.
He welcomed all of them to come and invest in Uganda and reaffirmed the government's commitment to give the needed incentives and creating for them an enabling environment to successfully grow and profit from their investments. I'm Robert Onyango and Samuel Senuno for UBC News.
Together and clap for His Excellency General